Hello friends, and welcome to another quick MarioMayhem.com video. Today we have 9 super weird Super Mario bosses. At number 9 we have WART. This Super Mario Bros. 2 baddie was originally named Mamu in Doki Doki Panic, but I think it's good to finally have an accurate representation of a toad/frog in the Mario series personally. The official Super Mario Bros. 2 booklet says, "WART is the most mischievous of all in the world of dreams. He created monsters by playing with the Dream Machine." Despite having the ability to use magic and curse people, however, WART lives up to his aforementioned mischievous nature and spits streams of bubbles or water at you. Trollololololo! Sticking with the Super Mario Bros. 2 theme, at number 8 we have BIRDO. When it comes to weird bosses, the introduction of BIRDO in Super Mario Bros. 2 just about takes the cake. Like, what is this thing? Apparently it's its own species, a BIRDO. In Super Mario Bros. 2, BIRDO takes 3 forms. When she's pink, she shoots eggs, when she's grey or green, she uses fireballs, and when she's red, she shoots both. There is just something strange about attacking a creature with its own eggs, even if said creature is spitting them at you. Oh well, just give me the damn crystal ball and get out of my way so I can enter this hawk's head. When you think about it, this is just a weird game. At number 7, we have the Master Hand from the Smash Bros. Series. Somehow this embodied right-handed glove managed to bring its collection of Nintendo toys to life and then make them fight to the death. Clearly he has a god complex. If this wasn't enough, this strange Mario boss even makes you fight him in a place known as the Final Destination. Pretty ominous, really. Number 6, Salvo the Slime from Yoshi's Island. Talk about weird Mario bosses. Salvo was a pretty unconventional boss. Instead of hurting you by touch or attack, this enlarged slime just kind of tries to push you in a lava pit. I guess he was the first boss you come across in Yoshi's Island, so I guess they have to kind of ease you into it, but he was still a pretty strange boss. At number 5, we have BIOKINTON from Super Mario Land on the Game Boy. Despite looking a bit like Lakitu's Cloud, this weird 4th boss from the 1989 Game Boy Classic is actually an incredibly shy creature whom nobody has seen, but just hides in a cloud. If this wasn't strange enough, the boss's attack is throwing chickens at Mario, as we can see in this sprite on the right of the screen. Sticking with the Game Boy and Super Mario Land theme, at number 4 we have TATANGA, the mysterious spaceman from Super Mario Land and Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. This guy was the actual boss of Mario Land and returned in the sequel for a more minor role. However, this probably meant to explain some crossover between the two games, such as TATANGA was keeping Mario busy so Wario could take over the castle or whatever. Either way, this guy was a weird boss and was actually the first extraterrestrial main villain to appear in the Mario series. At number 3, we have Chef TORTE. This weird boss hails from Super Mario RPG Legend of the 7 Stars. Even though he is an armoured Koopa, he is also supposedly one of the greatest chefs in the world that takes his job a little too seriously. So seriously, in fact, that when Mario ruins a wedding he was commissioned to make a cake for, he loses it and starts to fight Mario by hilariously slapping his allies as his attack. On top of this weird scenario, the boss isn't actually killable in the game, and instead you have to attack his masterpiece of a cake known as Bunt, which you can see on the right here. Which then comes alive and scares the chef away, leaving you to fight this magical cake. So it's quite a bizarre boss scenario there. At number 2, we have SORBETTI from Super Mario Galaxy 2. I guess by boss standards, this strange planet/snowman from Freezy Flake Galaxy is almost a normal boss. Except he is essentially a snowman head with a bright red vulnerable nose, whose only form of attack is rolling around. On a side note, he also looks a lot like Tap Tap from Yoshi's Island, but you decide. And finally, at number 1 of our super weird Super Mario bosses list, FELY-MOUTH from Super Mario Sunshine. If ever there was a strange boss, this thing is it. For starters, although referred to as a male, it appears that this eel has both a masculine and a feminine side combined, with 2 sets of eyes. If this wasn't weird enough, it is your job to clean this eel's teeth because its gingivitis has been the cause of the widespread pollution in the area. I really wonder if this entire game was now based off some bad dental experience of one of the creators. Anyway, let's now take a look at your responses to our previous question of the day, which was, what's the worst way you have died in the Mushroom Kingdom? And thanks again everyone for all your responses. We had an overwhelming response to this video. Here's some of the cooler responses. Someone complains about falling off Rainbow Road, drowning in Mario 64 was a big one. People seem to hate the multiplayer version. You seem to die a lot due to your buddy jumping on your head and those sorts of things. Tyler was pretty mean. He suggested dying by Toad's voice was the worst way. Max Power says taking a big run up for a jump and then missing the jump button. We've all been there, buddy. Robert died on the first Koopa that has the cape in Super Mario World. I'm sure we've all done that as well. But the best comments, and there was quite a few of you that said this one as well, and we'll give a slow Luigi clap. For throwing a Koopa shell at the enemy and having it bounce back at you. So we had this submitted by Nathan Lee, Rabies Planet, it's quite an unfortunate name, Epicness 1998, and I'm sure there was a couple more of you, so I'm sorry if I missed you. Thank you for commenting anyway, guys, you're awesome. So today we'll leave you, which Mushroom Kingdom boss do you think is the weirdest and why? Let us know in the comments below, and the best, most creative answer will be featured in our video, next video. Well, that's it for today, friends. I hope you enjoyed the weird Mario bosses, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you soon.